I don't normally go live on the day we do the coffee shop show, but I decided I would do it today. I want to talk about something really briefly. I'm not going to be on very long, but I do want to talk about that statement that I made here. I don't remember where I read that. Nothing is dynamic until it is specific. I think that's a brilliant comment. I really do. Because there are certain things that it's just important that you do something with. You want to give energy to something. If you want to make something have energy and put it to work and have it happen and amazing things take place with it, you have to give it specific plans. There has to be some specificity that's applied to things in order for it to become dynamic, in order for it to take on energy, in order for it to be life-changing, in order for it to have direction. You have to give it specificity. Nothing is dynamic until it is specific. I don't remember where I got that. It might have actually even been an Einstein quote. I don't remember now. I've lost attribution to that. Would love to give that attribution to whoever it belongs to. Didn't look it up today, but I think it's important to understand that nothing is dynamic until it is first specific. So there's three things I want to talk about as it relates to that. The first one is that you have to give specificity. You have to give specificity to your plans. You have to have specific plans. You have to know where you're going and how you plan to get there. It's not enough to say, we're gonna do this. You have to say, this is what we're gonna do, and this is how we're gonna get there, and this is how we're gonna apply that. So in order for your plans to become dynamic, you have to have specific direction to those plans. Something caused me to choke this morning. So in this week, when we've been talking about having to pivot, when you thought you had a plan and now you have to pivot and you have to go in a different direction, we've been talking about that because school starts today and it's starting now without me. And so when you have to make that pivot, you have to give specificity to your plans. You have to have specific details to make those plans happen. That's number one. Number two, I have to have specific things in order for your purpose to become dynamic. For your purpose in life. I've been saying all week that my purpose is to be a teacher. Good morning, Dan. That my purpose is to teach. That's my passion. But if I don't have a classroom to go to, like school starts today, if I don't have a classroom to go to, then I have to have something specific where I can apply those things. And as I'm looking down through my list of things that I'm doing for the day and the list of videos that I have to get done, then I'm applying specific things to that purpose. My purpose is to teach. My purpose is to take complex things and make them simple. So I have to apply that specificity to my purpose in order for my purpose to be accomplished. Okay? The third thing quickly is you have to apply specific things, specific direction to your product. The product's got to be specific. It can't be conceptual. I see people all the time who are going to develop a product. They're going to get this out to the world. They're going to, but there's no specificity to it. They haven't given the details as to when is it going to launch, what's it going to look like, what's the minimum viable product, how are people going to be able to get it, what kind of delivery system do you have in place, all of those kinds of things. So you have to apply that specificity in order for your product to fulfill its purpose in the marketplace. I have created a product, which I have right there, and I'll be announcing that in a webinar tomorrow. And so if you're interested in finding out more about the product, the webinar is right there. I keep my webinars very, very short, just so you'll know. I hate long webinars. I love this comment. I got this comment from somebody, and I don't even remember who it was. This guy said, I keep all of my talks to under an hour because you got better things to do, and I'm not that smart. And that's kind of how I feel. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep this very brief because that's what I do. I keep my webinars very brief so that people can enjoy that, so that they can get something beneficial and then get back to work. So I see people who do 2 and 3 hour webinars. It's like, that's insane. Give people enough to give them something that they can do, specific. There has to be a specific plan for that product or that promotion, which in my case is a webinar. So make sure that you understand that things become dynamic. They take on energy when you give them specificity, when you specifically determine what it is that you're going to do. All right, that's all I have to say. I'm going to be back from the coffee shop in a little bit. That's why I got the yellow shirt or the orange shirt on. I'll look forward to talking to you from the coffee shop in an hour.